What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, let's talk about Shiba Inu. And what specifically we need to talk about is that the devs of Shiba Inu failed us. Now, this doesn't mean that the devs that created Shiba Inu and Shiba Inu itself is a failure. That's not what that means. Right? And if you're taking it that way, I just want to stop you right now while you're watching this video and understand that that is not the case. I'm talking about the lead dev within Shiba Inu decided to create his own ecosystem, and you have devs within that ecosystem that are failing us, right? Breeds in that ecosystem that are failing us, right? So I wanted to talk about this and break this all down because I understand I have broken some of this down in other videos, but some of it has kind of just, gone over everybody's head, or they're just not hearing it, or some people just really believe in what Bone and Leash have to offer, which it's always great to see potential in things, but I can see potential in a lot of things that will never make moves, right? And you have to understand every single piece to understand its max potential, right? So we'll get into this in a little bit. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. And if you guys want to join the Shiba Inu Discord group that we have, the community that focuses on Shiba Inu and how we can improve SHIB and burn SHIB and all of that other type of stuff, feel free to hit that link down below. It should be probably the first link. So definitely check that out. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, at Perry8K, you can follow me there. I have polls that I put out and, a bunch of different tweets that you can respond to. And it's always a good time. So anyways, we're here to talk about Shiba Inu, and we're here to talk about the ecosystem, right? The ecosystem devs and how they are failing us. We know that everything that they put out, and we can literally go piece by piece, project by project, and understand if, that it doesn't help SHIB at all, right? We have a couple of pieces to where you can manually burn SHIB, but you're spending your own money to do so. It's not something that's created to automatically burn a ton of SHIB, right? Or even improve the utility of SHIB in any way. So I put out a tweet yesterday on my Twitter. Again, if you guys want to follow me at Perry8K, you can follow me here. 6,350 followers. That's amazing. Thank you, everybody that is following so far. But I put out a tweet yesterday talking about the SHIB ecosystem. And the reason why I put out this tweet, let me give you some context behind this tweet. I'm not saying that SHIB is a three-legged stool. This came directly from the breeds. It came from, I believe, Archangel, that said the SHIB is a three-legged stool. And if one fails, the whole thing comes down. And I had to disagree with him. And I remember him saying that, and that's something that sticks in my mind. I gave the analogy saying that SHIB is not, or the ecosystem is not a three-legged stool, right? It's more than that. It's literally SHIB that holds up everything, and then Bone and Leash that really aren't even kickstands. They're just there to kind of cheerlead and go, yeah, you can do it, SHIB, like that type of thing. But I got pushback from some people in the community and obviously some of the breeds and devs and stuff. So I put out this tweet. So SHIB ecosystem is a three-legged stool, right? As in a question. Finish the sentence. If blank failed today, the ecosystem would not survive. So I put that out, and 88%, we had 485 votes in 7 hours, or sorry, we have 7 hours left. And 88%, almost 89% are saying SHIB. You still do have 8% and 3% that believe that if Leash failed today, the ecosystem would not survive. If Bone failed today, the ecosystem would not survive. But 89% is an overwhelming amount. I actually thought it would be a little bit higher, but you do have people that truly do believe in Bone and think Bone is the way. And I'm all for it. I'm really all for it, just to understand that Bone and Leash are projects. Are they the biggest projects within the ecosystem? No, right? You don't have as many holders as SHIB has. You have 1.2 million holders within SHIB. Yes, you have some holders that went from Shiba Inu over to Bone because they saw an opportunity to get in early. And that's usually what people see, is that opportunity to get in early, not the potential, but the opportunity to get in early just to see it increase a little bit and gain so much more, right? If you're the first one into a cryptocurrency project and there's 10,000 other people that get into it above you, you're going to make money. No matter what, you're going to make money. And let's say that gets more aggressive. You're the first person in there, there's 100,000 people that are in that project. You're going to make a lot of money. So that's what it's all about, is about making money. But we care about the project growth. And obviously the people that answered SHIB, no offense to the people that answered Bone, there's probably some people that do believe that Bone is really the way. But you have to understand the question. If the ecosystem will not survive without Bone, you're telling me that because Bone failed, 1.2 million holders would get out of SHIB. That's not the case. We all know that that's not the case. We know that if SHIB fails, everything else in the ecosystem does not do as well. Nothing can completely fail. Nothing can completely go to zero, like 0.000000000, an endless amount of zero. But things can go to a lower amount to where people don't care about it, less holders. You have people that get in, that stay in just because there may be a potential chance. And instead of having 1.1 million or 1.2 million holders, you're now sitting at 10,000 holders, right? People that still believe in it no matter what. But we all know that if SHIB fails, everything else in the ecosystem will fail. So the fact that they will come out and say this three-legged stool analogy and say that if Bone failed, everything would fall. If Leash failed, everything would fall. If SHIB failed, yes, everything would fall. SHIB is the biggest stool. It's like or the biggest leg, I guess. If you want to just say that SHIB is a tree trunk and everything else is like branches growing around it, I don't know what type of analogy you want to use, but it's not. Bone and Leash are not actually supporting SHIB in any way. They don't do anything for SHIB. The only thing that we've seen with Bone and Leash, Leash and Shiboshis, it just doesn't make sense to me why they put so much effort into people staking or holding their Leash or holding their Shiboshis and not holding SHIB. Let's look at Metaverse, the land, for example. The land, you had to, basically hold your Leash or stake your Leash and also your Shiboshis, like hold those, and those two would be able to give you early access. The same thing goes for Wellies. Wellies did the same thing, to where it's like, I think it's Bone or Leash, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was one of those, and Shiboshis. Why do you need to hold another NFT in order to get another NFT, right? That doesn't make sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So that's the type of thing that really doesn't line up with how you're trying to improve the SHIB ecosystem. So when we talk down on this ecosystem, we're not saying that SHIB has no use case or it's not going to survive, because it's going to survive no matter what crashes over there. If the ecosystem crashed and burned, and Shibarium crashed and burned before it even got started, Bone, Leash, Shiboshis, the metaverse, all of that stuff crash and burn, SHIB will still be alive. I mean, it sucks to say for all the people that are invested in all of those things, it will still be alive because it's stronger than ever, because it has a community just around SHIB and not just around the entire thing, which doesn't support one another. It seems like Bone, Leash, and all of those pieces support one another. But then SHIB is the redheaded stepchild. No offense to anybody that's a redheaded stepchild, but it's basically that child, or Cinderella over here, that has to, or is forced to clean the house, can't go to the ball. But then eventually, when the community obviously sees what they can build and how we can burn more and how we can create utility, SHIB can go to the ball, right? SHIB can dance her ass off, right? Anyways, guys, that's my video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this. Did you answer this tweet? I mean, we have 7 hours left, so you can answer it if you want. If you feel as though Bone is more successful, or is the strongest, or Leash is the strongest, let me know, and go ahead and answer the poll. But make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me here. We just hit 6,350 followers. We were at 6,349. So thank you, whoever that person was that followed me. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.